Championships are made to be celebrated in Leflore County. I'm Leland Barclay, and this is the River Valley Sports Report, where we highlight area teams, athletes, and coaches.
You're watching the River Valley Report.
The Indians and Lady Indians captured championships on Saturday night to take not one but two trophies back to Pocola. First, the Lady Indians won their second county tournament in 3 years, despite trailing in the first half and at the start of the fourth quarter. Alyssa Parker made a steal and converted a layup, and then made two free throws to put Pocola up 40-37, and the Lady Indians led from there. Parker hit her first 7 shots of the game and finished with 31 points. She was 12 of 17 from the floor and hit all 7 of her free throw attempts. Piper Warren added 8 points, and Riley Gerald scored 6 on consecutive three-pointers in the third quarter. We talked with Pocola head coach Mark McKenzie after the game. How big was your ability to answer there in the second quarter?
That was big. We had a lot of nerves. I got a lot of young kids that hadn't played very much and inexperienced, and we were nervous, real nervous there at the beginning, and I thought about calling timeout, and I just let them play through it, and they did. We came out and played better in the second quarter, and then the third quarter we played pretty solid, and then they're late. We got some breaks and got some easy looks at the basket and pushed the game out.
You got some girls to hit shots, big shots, over the course of the game, like Kylie Merritt getting that fast break layup at the end of the half. Yeah, it seems like over the course of the season you've been trying to encourage girls to be able to shoot.
Well, the last couple of weeks we've been playing a lot better. I knew coming in with our being so young and inexperienced, I was hoping about this time of the year we would be playing better. And right now we're playing pretty good. The girls are starting to understand a lot of things, and they're playing hard. And as long as they play hard, we'll have a chance to be successful. And tonight they never gave up. I mean, they were running up and down the floor, in the last 30 seconds. And they just play hard. They work hard in practice. So.
The Indians capped the doubleheader sweep with an 80-40 win over Heavener in the nightcap for their third straight county title. Pocola jumped out to a 13-0 lead, led 22-6 after a quarter, 43-13 at the half, and closed the third quarter with a 10-0 run for a 61-25 lead. MVP Garrett Scott scored 39 points, Austin Hardwick scored 16 points, Dakota Terrell scored 6 points and yanked down 13 rebounds, and A.J. Lyons-Jarrell had 3 points and 8 rebounds. Pocola head coach Derek Barlow had this to say about the championship.
These guys work really hard. We're proud of them. We're honored to win this thing 3 times in a row. It's a hard tournament to win. It's a great tournament. We always get great competition here. These guys have really been working hard, and we're proud of how far they've come.
You got a lot of experience. Were they really determined to get this third one in a row?
They were, and that's the great thing about this group. They're determined to win every game. They fight every game. They fight in practice. That's one thing I do like about them. They bring it every day. So it's not they get up for this or get up for this. They practice this way. And so that's what makes it fun.
County championship game, packed house, the emotions are high. How big was it to get off to that big start?
With a crowd like this, we don't play in front of crowds like this very often. We got some good crowds down at the Kingston tournament. Of course, when you get the playoffs, you're playing good crowds. But during the summer, in the season, you don't get crowds like this. It's big. It's a bigger factor than I realized coming here a few years ago as a coach for the first time. The crowd in this Spyro gym is awesome. And it's a factor in the game. And you've got to, I think it helps get off to a good start. And you kind of settle in, and you use the crowd for energy instead of, sometimes when you don't get off to a good start. Well, hey, and that's what's so awesome about our girls today. They didn't get off to a great start. Al got off to a great start, and they didn't let the crowd or anything like that bother them. They fought back. So that's what what we do in Pocola. So we're glad to be here. We're gonna come out and fight every day, no matter what. And we're just honored to be here and get this win today.
In Arkansas, conference play returned to some normalcy on Tuesday night, and both the Alma Airedales and Van Buren Pointers remained on top of the 5A West with road wins. Alma throttled Greenwood 71-46 with the bench scoring 41 points. We talked with Alma head coach Dominic Lincoln after the game.
That and late with them still kind of in the game.
Right. Well, I mean, our conference is really tough, and teams, we got really good coaches. And, they prepare really hard, and they're going to not give up, and they're going to make you earn it. So, like a lot of props to Greenwood and Coach Ross. But for Eddie, man, it's just so good to be able to go to the bench and bring somebody in. And they stay ready. They know their role. They come in. They do it. They don't have any complaints about it. And he does the dirty work, getting rebounds and being physical. And, I mean, we're not the same team if Eddie Tate's is not on our team. And I'm so proud of him because if you would have known him, right, he didn't play a lot in 9th grade, and now he's here and he's a big component. And we don't want to get on the bus without Eddie. And that's just a lot of work that he's put in to make himself a really good player. And the sky's the limit because he's got more room to grow. And, as he continues to get better, our team will continue to get better.
You outscored them every quarter. I don't think you had a quarter under 17. Do you feel like you were pretty consistent tonight?
Yeah, I feel like we executed really well, especially offensively. Defensively, made a couple mistakes, but we really stuck to our game plan, our rotations. We did that. We executed that. We was able to get stops in a row to extend our lead. And, last year, something we couldn't do. We couldn't extend good level of play for a long period of time. So right now, it just shows the growth and maturity of our team. And you put them in great games against tough opponents year in and year out. You just have to get better. You have to. Right, and so we're just a better basketball team than we were last year.
5-0 in the conference, best start since 2012. Plus, maybe the biggest part is 3-0 on the road.
Right.
You got to feel good about that start.
Oh, definitely feel great about the start, but it's just a start, And if we continue to hang our head and think about that, we're very proud of what we've done so far, and I'm very proud of what the kids have done so far. So I don't want to diminish that, but at the same time, I want us to understand we got to keep the main thing, and we got to stay in the present. And right now, the present is having a good practice on Wednesday, great practice on Thursday, and we got a very good team now homecoming on Friday. So we just got to stay focused and stay locked in.
Van Buren beat Siloam Springs 72-42 with A.G. Denton scoring 21 points, Jackson Gazelle scoring 19 points with 7 rebounds, and Glavin McDonald scoring 10 points and handing out 6 assists. Last week at this time, we were discussing the logjam in the 6A West with 4 girls teams tied for the conference lead. Not anymore. The Northside Lady Bears won 3 games in 5 days and finished the first half of conference play all alone atop the conference standings. Northside downed Rogers Heritage on Friday, went to Springdale and won on Saturday, then returned north on Tuesday and won at Bentonville West. The Northside Grizzlies also earned a victory at home on Friday, rallying from a deficit with 1:06 left to win 62-57 over Rogers Heritage. Derek Shepard scored 21 points and Marco Smith added 20. Last week, the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs earned head coach Clay Reeves his 800th career victory with a win over Siloam Springs. He had this to say about 800 wins.
Even aware you were that close?
Well, Tim did mention it to me the other day that 5 or 6 games ago, and you never know when that's going to happen. I mean, but it did, and I'm thankful to my wife and my daughters for supporting me all the time. I've been at great schools, I've had tremendous amount of great players over all the years. It also means you've been doing it a long time. I've had great assistant coaches throughout the year. When you've got all that, you're bound to win a game or 2 every now and then.
I guess your next step is the only one you're worried about right now or thinking about is probably 801, isn't it?
I did say that when we were out on the court a while ago. I said, a matter of fact, I'm thinking of 801, and one of them said, "Is it already 801?" They were thinking about time. I said, "No." One of the other ones said, "No, tomorrow night's game." So they'll be ready to play tomorrow.
That brings us to the weekly segment, Gimme 5. These are the top 5 performances of the past week in the River Valley. Number 1, we start with the player of the week, Northside guard Hasley Grotjen, who scored the game-winning bucket on a spin move and then added a free throw after she was fouled on the play with 26.2 seconds left on Saturday night. The Bucket erased a deficit and led the Lady Bears to a 58-55 win at Springdale. She finished with 19 points a night after scoring 17 points on Friday in a 57-44 win over Rogers Heritage. She also had 3 first-half assists. Number 2, Greenwood's Anna Trusty dominated the Lady Bulldogs' 82-33 win over rival Alma on Tuesday night. The senior forward scored 28 points with 15 in the first half and 13 in the third quarter, made 11 steals, grabbed 8 rebounds, and doled out 2 assists. Number 3, Alma's Eddie Tate scored 8 points and grabbed 11 rebounds to help the Airedales to a 71-46 win over rival Greenwood on Tuesday night. Tate scored 5 straight points late in the third quarter, including a basket underneath and then a 3-point play. We talked with Tate after the win and being able to help the Airedales off the bench on Tuesday.
You needed to give your team a little bit of a lift?
I did feel like I needed to give them a little bit of a lift, do my part, do what I'm best at, and usually rebounding. And I feel like I gave them a little bit extra with the amount of points I scored tonight. And I'm just glad I could do something for the team and be a good player for our team and help in our success.
Kind of take me through that stretch at the end of the third quarter. I think you had a basket, then another basket and a free throw. Plus you had 10 rebounds in the game. Did you feel like you played a big part in the night?
I feel like I played a pretty decent part. A lot of other people do really good things. I feel like I can show what I can do too. I feel like I did pretty good.
How nice was it to come over here to Greenwood and get a win?
It was very nice. They're a very tough opponent. They're very physical. I'm not usually used to that, but I feel like I played pretty well for them.
Number 4, junior Alyssa Parker scored 31 points to lead Pocola to a 53-44 win over Howe in the LeFlore County Tournament Championship game on Saturday night. Parker, who was named the MVP of the tournament, added 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. She scored 91 points in the 3 games in the tournament, which is the most since Stephanie McGee scored 108 points in 2004. We talked with Parker after the tournament and being determined to win after losing in the semifinals last year.
Title again after you won it as a freshman.
Oh, it's great. People were really doubting us this year, especially losing 4 of our starters. And I feel like at the beginning of the season it was really a learning step for us. And this summer we went to a few tournaments and we just got better. And these last 2 weeks we've been really putting it together as a team.
How important was it in the third quarter? You had a couple of, they were really concentrating on you. You kicked it out, got those 2 threes by Gerald. How big was that?
Oh, that was huge, especially just to get the momentum going, get it going back. We've really worked together this tournament, and I'm really proud of my teammates.
How important, too, was it, you guys got beat in the semifinals last year. Did that make you a little more determined?
Oh, 100%, 100%. We were just really looking to show people that we're here this year, and last year it was just a little something. I don't know what it was, but this year we really came back.
Senior guard Garrett Scott scored 39 points to pace Pocola to the 80-40 win over Huebner in the championship game of the LeFlore County Tournament on Saturday night. Scott earned the MVP award for the 2nd straight season in the tournament. Scott had this to say about winning the tournament and the MVP award.
MVP of the county tournament.
It's a great thing. It's like the atmosphere just makes it even better, and the MVP is just a great thing to get.
How important was it, how determined were you guys to get off to a hot start tonight?
We came out listening to music in the locker room, getting prepared, getting our mind right to come out and win 3 in a row. It's great if you can win 3 in a row in the LeFlore County tournament. It's a big thing.
Well, and being a senior and you guys, the seniors on the team, I guess talking about getting 3 in a row, you're pretty determined.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were. It's a real big thing.
Your dad said the last time you guys played one-on-one, he got you.
No, No.
So
I mean, it's been a while since we played, but I still think I got them. I can't remember, but I'm sure I got them.
There's still time to pick up Sunday's River Valley Democrat-Gazette, which is available all across the River Valley, including eastern Oklahoma, at Walgreens, Harps, Come and Go, CVS Pharmacy, Casey's, and Walmart. You can subscribe online at rivervalleydemocratgazette.com/subscribe or by calling our customer service line at 479-684-5509. Be sure to follow the River Valley Democrat-Gazette Twitter account as well as mine, Walter Woody's, and Harold McIlvain's, and Graham Thomas and Henry Apple for updates on basketball games and winter postponements. You can view and purchase photos from our award-winning photographers that can be seen and purchased on our website, rivervalleydemocratgazette.com/photo. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're going to wrap up this week's River Valley Sports Report with photos and videos from 8 games over 4 nights in 2 states. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.